Giants versus Saints ticket price $1. Beer price at MetLife $13.
That's fantastic. Welcome in, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for drinking, thanks for sweeping, and thanks for joining. I am Greg, and I am being joined by Flaxy. What's up, buddy?
Not very sweepy tonight. Nothing much, man. What's going on? Nothing. Literally nothing is going on. That is how exciting my life is.
Yeah, I feel you. I should apologize to everybody. I hope this sounds okay. I am on the road. I am traveling. I'm in a hotel as we do this. Fingers crossed the fucking Wi-Fi holds up.
A real trooper.
Yeah. I started like packing all my audio gear. The wife's like, what are you doing? I was like, podcast on Monday. Got to record. So,
did you pack the gear before the close? That's the real question.
Yes, actually I did.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because I had to make sure I had all the right shit and all that good stuff. So here we are.
And you don't need room for clothes, just as long as you have the gear.
Yeah,
just wear the same clothes around every day.
Yeah, I only brought like one pair of underwear for my 2-week-long trip, so turn it inside out will be fun.
Smells delicious.
Oh, it's well seasoned, everybody. If you haven't gotten grossed out and turned us off yet, follow us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic at FlexMeBeer _ in between. Lots of show to get to tonight. We got a voicemail from Psycho Bear. We'll see what's up with him in NorCal. Some booze news to get to. All that good shit. But first, shout out to our top listening city of last week, and that's Medford, New Jersey.
Hey, what's up, New Jersey?
A new New Jersey town. So shout out, guys. Are you anywhere near the other New Jersey town that's always listening to us? Who knows? Pennington, that's the name of it. Let us know. All right, I am forgetting things because it's been a long day on the road, but I think it's time for beer. Can you see it on my tongue? Like it's just dry. It feels like a cactus.
Yeah. Why don't you get into it?
Yeah, let's solve this equation. I do indeed. Well, as I said, I'm on the road, and when you're on the road, you got to drink some roadies. So as I was driving back to the old hotel today, I stopped by and picked up some Radiant Beer Co.
Woohoo!
Yeah, this is Harmonic Energy. It is a hazy pale ale.
It's pretty hazy. It's very light on that color too.
I like real nice light yellow hazy. 5.6%, right in Greggy's wheelhouse.
You love it.
Has a very low 3.89 on Untapped. I'm surprised. Haters out there. They say, keep it moving, keep it melodic, keep the harmonic energy. Enjoy a hazy pale ale in motion with a kinetic trio of Citra, Strata, and Idaho 7 hops. Airboner. Wow. Airborne. That's what I got when I watch you take off your sweater.
Not a boner show.
Yeah. Airborne aromas of melon, pineapple, and tangerine zest transport the palate toward juicy nectarine and melon with just a hint of malt. And like they said, the hops are Citra, Strata, and Idaho 7.
Tell you what, I've been noticing melon notes in a lot of beers lately, and I'm really digging it.
Yeah, me too. And I always am appreciative of a well-placed Idaho 7.
I was just trying to think after you said it if I do indeed like the Idaho 7.
I do. They tend to go well in like pales and hazies and stuff.
Okay.
It just kind of adds to the melony fruit. I think I'm getting that right. On the schnoz, real light, but I definitely get the melon, I think, over anything else. Maybe a little bit of that citrus from the tangerine. I'm glad they didn't say tangerine and citrus. We talked about this last week.
The redundancy.
Yeah. On the old tongue jobber. Oh. Much more fruit on the flavor than the nose. Melon. I don't get a ton of pineapple, but I do get the tangerine, probably some orange. Now, pineapple might be on the back. You know what? Further research required.
Yeah, take another dip.
Oh, the pool is nice. Yeah, a little pineapple on the back end, but I'm getting most of the melon and tangerine up front. Real low bitterness. The perfect amount of carbonation that a pale ale should have. You know, it's not too flat, not too zippy. It's right there in the fucking wheelhouse. Delicious. We all know how I feel about hazy pales and how hard I get for them. So this
I hear you love them. That's what I hear.
I've said it once or twice.
That's the word.
So this is a delicious one. So very nice.
Well, not surprising from Radiant either. They really are phenomenal.
They are the best. I love them. If you guys, I've said it enough, but if you guys want to hear our interview with Radiant, go craftbeerrepublic.com/podcast or click on the archives there and search for Radiant. It's all up in there. Love me some Radiant.
Like me and your mom. All up in there.
All up in there? Or she's Radiant.
Both?
Oh, okay. That's very gentlemanly.
She's a lovely woman.
Dick. We haven't talked since Thanksgiving. How was your fat turkey day?
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
We knocked a couple out before Turkey Day.
Oh yeah, we did. Holy smokes. Yeah. Man, it's been a while. Thanksgiving was pretty relaxing to say the least.
That's nice.
It was one of those days that the morning was so nice and lazy that it felt like it was like 3 times longer than it actually was. And then by the time we got to my sister-in-law's for dinner, it probably arrived like 2:30, 3 o'clock in there. And we didn't leave till 7 because the Packer game was starting at 7:20 that night. Mm-hmm. And it just, again, felt like eternity waiting for the food to get ready and then finishing with the food and then waiting for the game to get ready and then finally going home to put on some pajamas and saddle up for bed. And it was wonderful. It was relaxing. I got a sweet lift in. I had some decent beers. My sister-in-law's husband always likes to make sure I got some good beer whenever they have us over. So it was really wonderful. I had my first smoked turkey too. I've never had smoked turkey.
Oh, so good. I've never had it fresh. A couple years ago, Nick and Nicole, I think they always smoke or very often will smoke their turkey. They're like, hey, you want some leftover turkey? I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, we smoked it yesterday. I was like, oh, you smoked it. I will have some. And it was delicious. And they had also made this like
really
glaze. Yeah, they had made some like bourbon maple glaze that they had put on it with the smoke and delicious. I need a smoker. Yeah.
I'm shocked you don't have one actually. I really
you know what the problem is? My little patio, it's a townhouse. The patio's too small.
That'll do it.
Yeah. I've almost convinced I did find, but it's fucking expensive. A combo 2-in-1 like propane grill / wood pellet smoker.
Okay.
And like you can do one or the other. You obviously can't do both at the same time.
Right.
And I was like, ooh, that could solve all my problems. Too bad it's like almost $1,000.
Just sell your car.
Yeah.
Then you'll have enough.
Yeah. We all know how much I hate my car. I don't love my car at all.
Yeah, no. Stupid Dick. German engineering.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want us turning into a pumpkin.
Oh, 9.
Well, very nice. I had some family in town, and in their attempt to be nice and helpful, because I do like 90% of the cooking, at least for the meal. I'll do the turkey. I'll do whatever. And they're like, oh, let's just order it. And so they ordered a turkey and a ham from Gelson's. Do you guys have Gelson's?
No, I'm not familiar.
Okay, it's like kind of like Whole Foods, but it's just a fancy grocery store.
Okay,
really expensive.
Upscale.
Yeah, very expensive. It ended up being for like one large turkey and one ham. That's it, no sides. It was like $400.
Fuck.
And then when we got it, like, yes, it was pre-cooked, but because these things are so large, the amount of time you had to stick it in the oven to just warm it up.
Right.
Took the same amount of time as it would take to fucking cook it.
Gosh.
But the turkey was in there for like, a little less. The turkey was in there for like 3.5 hours warming. The ham was in there for like 2.5 hours warming. Super expensive. And I tell you what, I don't know how you can fucking do this to ham. Driest ham I've ever had. Ham is like 50% fat. How do you dry that out?
Yeah, that's tough.
It was awful. I felt so bad. They spent so much money. It was disgusting. But made a bunch of sides, and the wife did a bunch of appetizers. Got to my mom's house early and just started drinking like we normally do. In fact, normally we get there and we start cracking open the mimosas. But I don't know if you've heard this. My sister not only got married, but apparently she's pregnant.
What?
Weird. Yeah.
That happened
Who
so
knew?
fast.
I know. She told us all on Thanksgiving. She obviously not drinking. There was like no champagne. I was like, hey, what the fuck? Where's the champagne? So,
Das fuck?
yeah, we needed some cream from the store for one of the things. And I was like, I will go to the store and get your cream. Came walking in the door with,
Champagne cream.
yeah. I came walking in with cream and juice and champagne, and we had
Hell yeah.
fucking mimosas. So
Good for you.
yeah, it's perfect. You catch a little buzz while you're cooking, and then you eat dinner, and you kind of sober up a little bit just in time to drink some more shit.
See, and I felt a little out of sorts because everybody from the shop that I work, they were all sending texts between like 9 and 11 a.m. of their first beverage of the day.
Yeah.
And I didn't send mine till like 2:45, and they called.
Oh,
Said it was like blasphemy on Thanksgiving to have your first drink after 2:00.
yeah. I didn't have mine till like 12 or 12:30. So I'm in there with. Usually I'm like, hey, it's 10:30. Why are we sober?
Yeah, I think I'll do that next year because I was helping my daughter. She was doing a puzzle, and she wanted me to help her out, which was really nice. And I was drinking an energy drink, and they're 16-ounce cans, just like beer.
Right.
And she said, "Oh, Mom, Dad's drinking a beer already."
Shut up, you snitch.
And I was waiting for like a negative reaction, and there was none. So I was like, "Oh, maybe
I'm drinking the wrong thing.
next year, Thanksgiving, we gonna start a little early in the Flex household."
Until you do. And then she's like, what? Oh my God, Flex.
That's all right. I'll live with it.
Yeah. I hope she calls you Flex when she's mad at you.
She doesn't.
No.
She
Flex,
doesn't
get over
associate
here.
with that name.
Yeah.
It would make my
Does she
day
know it
if she did.
exists?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. And does she know people only call you Flex?
She does not know that.
I imagine there's people out here that don't actually know your real name. Is it on your Gram profile?
There is one post I have,
Okay.
maybe two. That
Everyone's
has
like going to their phones right now. Must find it.
Most people just assume I'm Flex and Flexi and
I do.
all that other good stuff. Mr. A Beer.
Yeah, Mr. AB.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah. I should have asked you, does Mrs. AB or call you Flex when she's mad at you? Oh, nice. But yeah, nothing like a little Thanksgiving to warm up the hate for your family ahead of time. So
Right. But it was also
season.
for the holiday season. It was our first instance to have some. Oh, no, we didn't have raw beef. Damn.
Oh, cannibal sandwiches?
Yeah, I was really excited for that. I just realized we didn't have it.
Oh.
Man, I'm
Thanksgiving
really looking
redo.
forward to Christmas.
You're going to have to double down on your uncooked meat.
That's so good.
So
Sometimes when we grind it at the shop, I'll just take a little bit off the grinder.
and snack on it?
Oh, yeah.
But it's like you're grinding up like good, like steaks, like good meat, right? When you're doing that.
Yeah, like denuded top round is what we use.
Right, because I know when you go to the grocery store and you get ground beef, usually it's like, every other piece of the cow except for the ones you want.
Oh, right. Yeah, this stuff is very controlled on what it is.
Oh, okay.
Because you can't just give somebody raw beef that's just fatty and blech and anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gross. I'm still not down. I've taken too many food safety classes for this.
We're very sanitary about it. So,
Do you at least put like citrus on it to kind of like give it a little acid cook?
no,
Like a
so what it
tartare?
is, it's just like it's the raw beef,
Right.
and then you get your
Obviously.
rye bread,
Mm-hmm.
and then a little salt and pepper, and then most people, I don't because I'm not a huge fan, but they'll chop up onions, and there'll be a little bowl of onions, and you toss some onions on it.
I would need onions, I think. If I got drunk enough to try this, I'd definitely need some onions.
You don't even need to be. You will be shocked at how good it actually is.
No sauce or anything? Like, I feel like a little horseradish might be good on that.
I could try that this year, but you don't even need a sauce.
All right. I guess when your meat is still bloody, you don't need sauce.
It's like eating a medium rare steak, but just the rare part, which is the best part.
That's the part that gives you the shits.
Yeah, that's what I associate it with.
Yeah. All right. Well,
All
enjoy.
I'm saying is don't knock it till you try it. That's all I'm saying.
But raw meat. You and Davis have all the cannibal sandwiches you can get your hands on.
I am gonna have them all.
I will be on the sidelines. So yeah. Anyways.
We'll call you into the game.
Yeah. Let me watch though later on when you're puking. Actually, I don't want to watch that. That's gross. What else is going? Oh, I had to mention this just for you. Classed it up. Went to a wine party.
Nobody's shocked.
So fucking classy.
Do you wear like a suit or like some special outfit when you go to these?
No, you know what's great is I'm most often like the most casually dressed person in the room. It'll just be like me in a Ninja Turtle t-shirt and shorts.
That's really casual for a wine party.
Yeah, it's how I roll, man. Just t-shirt and shorts. And what's up, everybody? I'm here to fuck shit up.
Respectable.
Yeah. So anyways.
I would expect nothing less from you.
No, it's the way I roll. And I will always ask the wife first. I'm like, is this something I need to look a little nicer for? And usually if it's like a wine thing, that involves, instead of a t-shirt, I'll put on like a button-up short sleeve with my shorts.
Right, a Charlie Sheen shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Well, except, maybe not like patterned. He always had like a patterned shirt.
He did like the bowling shirts.
Yeah, exactly. But, like a nice-ish shirt, shorts, tennies. Let's do it.
Right. It's funny. I think it's a guy thing, by the way, too. Just whenever you're going to like an event or a get together, first thing is, what do I need to wear? You should ask your wife.
Yeah.
What do I need to wear? Do I need to look good for this?
Oh, it's absolutely a guy thing, because I've told her many a time, I need you to know that I will never be embarrassed by what I'm wearing.
Right. That's how I am too.
But you might be. So if you feel like at this event, there might be some embarrassment in what I have on my body, now is your chance to tell me you'd like me to class it up a little bit. And if you don't tell me now, forever hold your peace, because I am showing up in this fucking Back to the Future t-shirt and shorts to drink some goddamn wine with my pinky up.
That's so eloquently put.
Yay, marriage.
You have such a beautiful mind sometimes.
She has the chance. She's one opportunity telling me to not look homeless. And if she does not take that opportunity, good luck.
All bets are off.
All bets are off and all wine is in my liver. All right. From classy to psycho, let's check in. That was the best transition ever.
Great segue.
Let's check in with Psycho Bear. We haven't heard from him in a while.
Hello. No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Well, hello there, Craft Beer Republic, Greg and Flexi. This is Psycho Bear. And, well, first off, nice to hear my name on the show. Always nice. In any case, Trader Joe's, yeah. That's exactly where I got my celebration fresh hop. Sierra Nevada beer. Greg, smart thing. Flexi, that's a cool spot, right? Oh, and as for Chicago pizza, come on now. Maybe you just haven't had the best. Pequod's in Chicago. If you get there, Greg, that's the spot. Pequod's Pizza. Chicago deep dish. Number one in the country. Thank you. What else? What else? Oh, yeah. I'm heading down to the Good Life next weekend, which will be the 13th, 14th, 15th. That's your neck of the woods, Greg. Mm-hmm. Come join me at the 818 Brewing.
Should I lock my doors?
Of Fantastico. And I plan on seeing your homie chew your beer. I certainly hope that happens. Anyways, happy holidays and cheers. This is Psycho Bear. Later.
Chew told me, he texted me the other day. He's like, what are you doing next week? And I was like, I don't know. Why? He's like, Psycho Bear is going to be down here. I said, well, there's like a 50-50 chance he may murder me. I'm not convinced that he's not murderer Psycho Bear.
I mean, with a name like that,
right?
I would almost say, and this is just me being honest, 60-40?
60 being murder?
Right.
Yeah.
I thought that was implied. Yeah. So
that's where I was. I just wanted to be clear. And but when I said this to Chew, he goes, "Don't worry, I'll protect you." So I've got the Vato Protection Agency.
Right, he's got the Vatos and the homies.
So Psycho Bear, I'm going to try and make it down there because A, I love 818, and B, I apparently have a death wish. So I'm going to see if I can make it down there and hang out with Chew guys. See what I did there?
That was well played.
Yeah, or something. So anyways, and yes, Trader Joe's. I keep I keep singing the praises. Trader Joe's is my bottle shop. The beer and bikini.
Fucking odd thing to say. Jesus.
So weird. The Beer and Bikini podcast, our friends over there, they had a whole thing the other day where they were talking about it again. And they even played the clip of me talking about it. By the way, are you stealing audio from our show? How dare you? But they played the clip of me talking about it. And they're like, yes, you got to go to Trader Joe's and blah, blah, blah. So
I just wish my Trader Joe's beer section was as big as yours.
yeah, I mean, I hear that a lot. Everybody's always wishing it's as big as mine. But
You got big shoes, Greg.
big shoes and bigger socks. But yeah, good stuff. 805-538-BEER is the number to call if you guys want to call in and leave us a voicemail and all that good stuff. Oh, speaking of not murders, I got to say, quick shout out to Not Murderer John, because he texted us like a week or so ago. I was with Deb and Brian. We're out on, in fact, we're out on the lake. We're on a boat drinking.
I hope he's in your phone as non-murderer John.
He 100% is. And the best is when he texts me and I'm in my car and I have the CarPlay. So it plays the messages. So it's Siri, my Australian Siri chick is like, Not Murderer John says. I don't know. That was British, but
That was terrible.
it was terrible. It was very British. I cannot do it. Good eye, mate. Not Murderer John. No. But I love when she says it because I have Not Murderer John that she says, and it's hilarious. And my friend years ago, my best friend, she put her name in my phone as Bestie for fucking ever. And so then she says that out. Oh, it's the best. Bestie for fucking ever says.
That's
So
great. I love it.
So anyways, Not Murderer John texted us and was like, hey, I'm down at Pure. Here's the menu. Do you guys want me to bring you any beers? And I was like, das fuck, yes we do. So I was like, here's what we want, and I will Venmo or I'll pay you whatever when we see you. So very nice. But haven't picked up yet. We tried to meet up, but I was working. But very nice guy. Thank you, Not Murderer John.
Well, now you got great beer to look forward to as well.
I know. I'm very excited. We got some sours. They had some like wild fermented sours, and I was like, boners.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I can't wait to try them.
That wild fermented sour just made me think. I did a little research, went to my local Eagle Park, and they just did a couple sour brown ales, like Flanders brown ale.
Oh, sure.
And I found out it's going to be the last of their wild fermented sours that they do because they just don't sell. So they actually had already sold off all the equipment that they use for that. So
boo.
Yeah.
That sucks. Not only do they not sell, like, also they're a huge pain in the ass.
Right. Like, I don't fault them for doing it, but the one I actually picked up one of the bottles that they had, and this is a brown ale with figs and plums, and it was fucking phenomenal.
Love that. And those Flanders, man, they're always like so fucking sour, like sour.
Yeah,
love
and
those.
this one's like a 10.5% too, so it's a daddy.
It's a daddy.
It is a daddy.
It's a daddy for a daddy.
Right.
Well, speaking of daddies drinking, you also, my friend, look thirsty. And I feel like I've deprived you long enough. Let's ask some questions.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers, only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
It's the eyes when you do that.
How do you not just open them wide as fuck?
Yeah, Mrs. A-Beer is a lucky woman.
Yeah, she hates my guts. So I'm drinking a big boy today.
Oh,
I got to tell you, I love this Evil Twin Brewing. I'm really becoming a huge fan of them, and the fact that they keep ending up at my local shop, and even more so that all the shit seems to be really new. Like,
Freshies.
I don't think there's a date on here. I can't read anyway.
Okay.
But on Untapped here, 470 check-ins on this beer. That's it.
Okay.
So you
For
got
a big brewery like that, that's pretty
right. Yeah, pretty relatively new. So this is Emperor Marlin. It is a quadruple IPA, bringing in the quad, 12%er, 470 check-ins, a 417, and it real nice. It just says double dry hopped with cashmere, citra, and Mosaic.
Hmm.
I love those quick descriptions. I don't know if you can see this. I know your internet sucks.
I actually right now it's holding up. It's got a cat.
Of a cat. And he's got like an earring and a little hat, like an
yarmulke
emperor,
or something.
Greg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like whatever an emperor is dressed like. Oh,
that.
So yeah, I believe, where the fuck are they out of? Connecticut here? Yeah, this one is brewed in Connecticut. I know they have like a New York location or something. But that's besides the point. We'll get a little sniff of this. So this one's very boozy. You get a little sweetness on the nose, but a lot of hooch kind of stinging up the nostrils. So then we'll warm up the old tongue jobé.
Oh, here we go. Wee.
So this beer is perfectly carbonated. Much like yours probably was, where it's not overly zingy, but it's just enough to have like a little effervescence along the taste buds.
Okay. You
do get a lot of booze in this, but at the same time, that sweetness comes around, and there's these melon and orange jam, like like sugared up orange, and it's really, really tasty. But also when you're drinking a quadruple IPA and you get that booze, you kind of expect that.
Right.
Like, I don't think I've ever had a quad and I've said, hey, this is terrible because it's so boozy. Why is it there? Because that's what you're going in for. I would say the 417, shoot, I would give this guy like a 4.5 if I was rating it on Untapped, which I haven't an Untapped, and I could, but I just don't do it.
Yeah, are you like me where it takes too much time?
It's just like I just like to gauge what I would rate it against what it is rated. So
yeah, respect to like intern Brian, that dude will check in everything he drinks. I used to be better at it, and then I was like, you know what, I just want to hang out and drink beer.
That's why I just want to hang out and enjoy what I'm drinking. Because I've been at a couple of bottle shares, and there's like always like two guys.
Oh yeah,
they'll take they'll do a pour and they'll take a sip, and right away it's pop 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 pop. Got to give their
right. Lager 2 stars. I hate lagers.
Well, mostly barrel ages at bottle shares, Greg. But
barrel aged lager 2 stars. I hate lager.
Beechwood aged lager. Kind of tasty.
4 stars. 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Right. Yeah. Super stellar beer, super stellar selection from these guys up in Connecticut.
Nice.
Apparently it's super good area for beer, I guess. I don't know.
Connecticut.
Right.
Well, let's gas up the jet, or let's gas up McDreamy's boat.
Right. Because apparently they just fucking go everywhere.
Yeah, they're like all over the world right now.
Egypt, Abu Dhabi, or Dubai, or Abu Dhabi, Dubai, or
somewhere that looks hot.
Right.
It's like a bunch of sand and heat.
Somewhere where I would sweat a lot.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, real sweaty guy over here.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Certain areas.
I sweat thinking about being cold. I think that's.
Do you ever get so cold that you start sweating? This happens to me sometimes.
I think we call that getting sick.
No. This is like, sometimes I get cold, and in an attempt to, my body is like, you need to stay warm, dumbass. And like kind of, I wouldn't call it a shiver, but like there's some.
Well, we call those cold sweats.
And then like I'll just start sweating because it's like there's movement happening, but I'm also cold. It's weird. Not a doctor show.
The only time I get cold sweats is when I vomit off of chewing tobacco.
That sounds awful all around.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend. I tried it twice in my lifetime. I would never recommend it.
I've smoked quite a few drunk cigs and smoked some cigs.
They do not count.
No. But chewing tobacco is an endeavor I've never attempted.
Yeah. Tried it twice. I was like 20 and 21. I would never do it. Never, ever do it again. I don't understand the appeal.
I actually feel like I might enjoy it, which is a problem. Like, I love sunflower seeds. Like, I won't buy them because I just love, prepare to make fun of Greg, having something in my mouth. Like I like having mints. I like having sunflower
I can't even make fun of you
seeds.
because I can go through an entire bag of sunflower seeds in an afternoon.
Oh, my man. Yeah.
Like they are the bee's knees.
Yeah. My sister will often bring them out on the boat and, hey, you want some seeds? Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just have a handful. And then here I am like an hour later and I've eaten like the entire bag of seeds and just
You deserve it. Then you can't feel your mouth from all the salt.
Right. Your tongue's all numb and
to a crisp,
raw. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Go to
Chew
drink
more
a beer.
sunflower seeds.
Yeah. You go to drink a beer, you can't taste it. It stings a little bit.
Right when I was a bachelor at 18, 19 years old, it was right before I moved out. I had this routine where I would wake up at 7 o'clock, get to work at 9, get out of work at 5, go straight to the gym, come home, eat dinner, and then I would buy a liter of Mountain Dew from the gas station on my way home and a bag of Jim Beam barbecue sunflower seeds.
Liter of cola? Do we have liter of cola?
And I would sit in my bedroom and I would play Madden and eat the entire bag of sunflower seeds and then go to bed.
And spit it into like an empty water bottle or something?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, so now I'm kind of embarrassed. I would buy 2 1-liter bottles of Mountain Dew.
Oh, sure. You got to kill one so you can spit the
empty.
seeds. Yeah.
And then you drink the other while you're eating the seeds.
Yeah. You're prepping for your game night on your drive home.
Yeah, it's
as you chug that Mountain Dew, which is also super healthy.
Probably a horrible routine, but man,
it absolutely was. My wife likes to throw any study she finds in my face that shows that like being married helps men live longer, and I'm like, look, I believe you. We are fucking stupid. And all you do is yell at us and make us not do the stupid things we really want to do. That's why we live longer. Like no longer is Mr. A-Beer buying 2 1-liters of Mountain Dew because Mrs. A-Beer would fucking murder him. Tell me I'm wrong.
That's pretty accurate.
No longer is Greg putting down fucking 3 Red Bulls a day because Mrs. Greg would punch him in the face.
Man, I tell you what, it's funny you brought this up. I thought of this today. like why? I was like, why did I marry my wife? Like, she's great. Like, trying to think of all the things she's, done for me, helped me become like a better person. And I'm like, really? What she does is she makes me not do stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, she just really reels me in, and it's like, hey,
right.
You want to go out with your friends and drink 13 beers and be hungover as shit tomorrow? Or do you want to stay in, drink a couple of your beers, and wake up healthy as a horse? That is a tough call, but
you're like,
man,
Interflex really wants to go out.
Right. And then you wake up the next morning and you're like, man, that was a good fucking decision.
Yeah, so smart.
I'm really glad I stayed in.
Yeah. I've gone skydiving twice in my life. You know how many times I've gone since I've gotten married? 0.
God dang it. That is brilliant.
Yeah.
What
to
a
be
good
fair,
wife.
I would go again, but I just need a friend to go with. She will not go with me because once again, women are smarter.
And I was thinking of skydiving a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, man, I would totally do it, but I need somebody to say you're doing it with me, and then sign it up, and then I would do it.
I'll fly there. I will absolutely go with you.
We have a skydiving place. It's like 30 minutes south of where I live.
All right. Well, if you ever want to take a road trip here, we have one that's like near the beach. So you jump out and it's like views of the water. It's
nice. Terrifying.
You don't go over the beach. It's near the beach.
Oh, okay.
Also, wouldn't that be better if your parachute didn't open? Like you water instead of splat?
I don't know. I just think of sharks.
Oh, yeah. Sharks are not aplenty in this region.
Okay. They're
especially
more
like
Atlantic.
Maybe they're also more south where it's a little bit warmer, I think.
Oh, okay.
So like as soon as you get north
I'm not a shark expert, and this is not a shark show.
No, both accurate. But I think as soon as you get north of like LA, the water drastically drops in temperature. Like as you hit Ventura, Santa Barbara, it gets colder and colder the norther you go. And I'm pretty sure the sharks are more a fan of the warmer waters because they're not mammals. Yeah. I'll say it authoritatively. We'll just say it's true.
Yeah, but if they
Sharks
weren't
like warm
mammals
water.
and they had cold blood, wouldn't they be fine in cold water?
I don't know, but they can't regulate their temperature because they're not mammals, right?
So wouldn't they want cold water?
No, they want warm water to regulate their body temperature.
Not a scientist.
No, I'm going to move on because there's a 50-50 shot that I'm wrong. Somebody who knows about sharks, let us know. All right, let's do a little news before we get out of here. Thanksgiving Eve, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Thanksgiving Eve, Drunksgiving is the number one.
Again, I forgot to tell you because it happened after the show. We call it Blackout Wednesday here. I don't know if they call it around the nation, but in Wisconsin, it is called Blackout Wednesday.
I like that. Everything I see is like Drunksgiving and Thanksgiving Eve, all that stuff.
Like it was even on the local news as.
Oh no shit!
Yes, like I'm not.
That's very Wisconsin.
It is like a definitive name, Blackout Wednesday.
I like that a lot. That's super Wisconsin-y. Well, apparently Drunksgiving / Blackout Wednesday was not so great this year. Draft volumes declined for the third straight year. This year, they were down 1.8% compared to the same night last year, which has long been regarded as one of the biggest party nights of the year, according to Beer Board. In 2023, draft volumes declined 2.5% relative to the year before in 2022, which saw a sizable fall of 17% compared to 2021. So it seems like 2021, as people were allowed to go back to the bar, it was like, boom, let's drink a bunch. And then it's gone down since. So,
well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Number one brand on draft for the second consecutive year in a row. Any guesses? You'll be very disappointed.
I'm going to say it's either like Bud Light or Corona, and then Modelo would be like a number 3.
All right. Number 2 is Miller Lite.
Okay.
Miller Lite was number 2.
Not very great.
No. Number 1, though, Mick Ultra.
Really?
Blech.
Interesting.
Blech.
Yeah.
It's not very blackout when you're drinking fucking 2% beer.
It's 4.
That was like 3.5.
I thought it was just regular like 4.42.
Oh, I don't have my full setup. Hey Siri, what is the ABV of Michelob Ultra? Oh, look at you, 4.2.
Told you. Yeah, rides in with all the other domestic lights.
Yeah, 4.2%. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
It's almost like I know something about beer.
Yeah, one or two things. Stoli. You ever drink any Stoli back in the day?
Back in the day, yeah, Stoli raspberry.
That sounds extra horrible.
Yeah,
I hate raspberry, especially fake raspberry.
Oh, I love raspberry.
I think because I drank shitty raspberry flavored vodka and threw it up all over the place.
I've done that multiple times.
And I just can't anymore.
It was usually always like Smirnoff strawberry or raspberry, or the worst was green apple. If you were drinking Smirnoff green apple, you're puking that night.
Oh, I did a lot of that in high school. I just had a apostrophe. I think that the raspberry vodka tastes a lot like Flintstone vitamins. I bet that's why you like it.
Maybe. Just feel like it tastes good mixing with juice. Juice. Give me the juice.
Anyways, Stoli has filed for bankruptcy. So see what happens there. The group filed last week in Texas, listing more than $100 million in assets and between $50 million and $100 million in liabilities. Their CEO, Chris Caldwell, said in a statement that in the filing that increased financial flexibility to accelerate investments and position Stoli for long-term stability was necessary. Caldwell added that the group has been targeted by the Russian Federation since its founding 25 years ago. A cyber attack has also disrupted global operations, forcing the company to operate manually for the past 2 months. That can't be true.
That can't be true.
It's like straight out of a movie. That's nuts. These nuts.
Maybe believe it. I don't know.
I don't know. So, anyway.
Russians are wild.
Da. Wyant skill?
What?
Wyant skill. It's a place. A Wyant skill man allegedly drove to the police station while drunk. Louis Lippincott, 48, went to the police station in, oh my God, these names. Shodek to make a complaint. While being interviewed, Trooper said he showed signs of impairment. A test revealed his blood alcohol concentration was 0.22. He was charged with DWI and released to a sober third party.
Yeah.
Not a great idea.
No. Great name, though. Shodak.
Shodak Otani?
What did he show you? Shodak!
Oh, dear. We'll end it on this one.
End it on this.
A Murray man, this is in Kentucky, a Murray man was arrested after riding and whipping his mule while drunk. Not innuendo. First of all, fuck you for your animal cruelty. On 12/7/2024 at approximately 9:09 p.m., officers with the Murray Police Department responded to a local alcohol establishment in reference to an unruly individual, later identified as Jonathan Mason, age 39 of Murray, Kentucky, who had been asked to leave but was refusing to do so. Upon officer arrival, Mason was outside the business and was manifestively under the influence of alcohol. Mason had ridden a mule to the establishment, and he refused to stop when ordered to by the officer.
Sir, we need you to stop that mule right now.
Sir, pull over your ass. That's the kind of shit that can only happen in Kentucky.
We need you to drop your ass now.
Pull your ass to the side of the road. I can't pull over any further. As the officer attempted to place Mason under arrest, Mason resisted. Upon further investigation, witnesses had observed Mason whip the mule at a different establishment an unnecessary amount of times, in addition to other ways of mistreating the animal. As a result, Mason was arrested, the mule was stabled, and Mason was lodged in the county jail on the following charges: disorderly conduct, alcohol intoxication in public place, criminal trespassing, resisting arrest, and cruelty to animals. That was 12/7. On 12/9/2024 at 12:51, officers were dispatched to the area where this mule had been stabled in regards to a male that seemed to be intoxicated and was riding a mule down the roadway. An officer located Mason on his mule, but Mason refused to stop for the officer, and he fled on the mule on the roadway. Shortly after fleeing, Mason was arrested and lodged in the county jail on the following charges: fleeing or evading police and cruelty to animals.
Okay, fleeing on a mule. How fast can you flee on a... Like, you would almost think the police are just sitting there laughing, watching this guy's mule just trot down the road.
Yeah.
Almost making a joke, like a mockery of it. How fast
I love it.
Does a mule go?
All right. Well, we already got Siri involved once. Hey Siri, how fast does a mule go? Typically, mules have a top speed of around 15 miles per hour. Faster than I thought.
Okay, that's way faster than I thought.
Yeah, I was expecting much less.
Yeah.
Still not fast.
You're not fleeing at 15 miles an hour.
No, I think I've seen wheelchairs go faster than that.
Yeah. I hear the word fleeing and I think of a white Bronco.
Or at least something fast.
Right.
Something with a top speed greater than a school zone.
Right. That is fleeing to me. So
yes. Oh, anyways, what was his name? Jonathan
Mason.
Pull your life together, big guy.
Yeah, 2 days in a row.
Stop being mean to your mule. Stop beating your ass.
It is your getaway mobile.
Yeah. So weird. So fucking weird. All right, let's wrap things up, shall we?
Some music.
I'm going to hit some music. I'm going to say hello to Vanessa.
Hello, Vanessa. I'm sorry. I mean, hello, Vanessa.
Hello. Find us on this. Find us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic and at FlexMeBeer _ in between. Mail at craftbeerrepublic.com as well as 805-53-BEER. It's 2337. I think that's everything. I appreciate you all listening. I hope you're staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.